always fun when explain goes a bit wrong, isn't it? Yeah, and anyway, back at North Shore, where we've got a Stuka dive bomber. Yeah, another freeware one from the org website, and also a little childhood memory for me as well. Yeah, you know those Airfix type of models that you glue together? Had some of those as a little boy, including a Stuka and also a Spitfire, which were not sure what the scale actually was, but the bigger ones where they, you know, the wingspan of them is the length of your forearm, that kind of size. Trying to sort out my seating position. Hold on a minute. There we go. Yeah, well, I made those, painted them, and then it was actually my Uncle Charlie who came up with the bright idea of adding some thin twine to the tail and to the wingtips, and then I could pin them to my ceiling in my bedroom. So for a few years as a small boy, I had a Stuka and a Spitfire dangling there as if they were flying and chasing each other. Yeah, for 8 or 9-year-old boy as I was at the time, that was quite impressive. Right then, let's go for it then. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. Come on. Yeah, missed the plane. We're up. We are flying now. Don't think I hit anything, even though I seem to have just invented a new runway alignment at North Shore. Less said about that the better. Yeah, seems to be flying okay now, at least. Yeah, we're doing fine. Right. Oh, hang on, I've forgotten to turn on my Plan G moving map. You'll hear a bleep in a second. There we go, that's that connected, so I could see myself on the map and make sure that we're following Highway 1. Yeah, so first impressions of this plane, you know, it looks okay, flies okay, instruments are a little bit blurry, and being a tail dragger, you know, that suffers with the usual not being able to see the ground apart from the hole in the floor. Yeah, so I'm thinking this may well be my one and only flight in this, but yeah, it's okay, just not really one for me. Woohoo! Right then, Highway 1. And today on this leg we will pass the Perfect Alpaca Farm, which has a Google rating of 4.9. So it's not perfect then, is it? Change your name, you lying bastards. But more notable is a little town we'll come to towards the end of our flight, which is called Warkworth. Now, in Warkworth, a town of only about 6,500 people, so it's certainly not a huge place, but in Warkworth you can find Aurora Massage Therapist, Tranquility Massage, Renew Holistic Massage Therapy, Vicky McMouth Massage and Lymph Drainage Therapy, Warkworth Natural Therapies, and Nourished Leaf of Holistic Wellness. Not exactly short of choice for new age bullshit by the look of things, but when you do finally realise that stuff like crystals, homeopathy, prayer, bathing in camel urine, or whatever the latest one is, when you realise that those don't really work and you're going to die, well, that brings us to today's star of the show and the Google entry for Jason Morrison funerals. And it's not the reviews for once, as dead people don't often leave reviews. It's the Google tag itself on the map for Jason Morrison funerals, which is basically an advert for your company. And when you're upset over losing a loved one, looking for a place to give them a wonderful send-off with dignity and respect, and you're greeted with 6 laughing people, only one of which is in focus, and a cat who is clearly not impressed at being woken up from a nap. And I'm not exactly feeling empathy there. The understanding of my sadness at the passing of a beloved relative, but okay, maybe that was just one bad photo. I'm sure the others will convey the Jason Morrison funeral's proper sense of I'm gonna say you lot eating sausage rolls and cake. It's not really the kind of dignified display I was hoping for. But we all have to eat, don't we? So maybe other pictures are going to do a better job of showing off the Jason Morrison funeral's professionalism, their intimate knowledge of funerals and the bereavement of the relatives that they deal with. A photograph conveying the compassion and sympathy that Jason Morrison funerals have for their clients. A picture to exhibit their warmth and expertise in handling a funeral. What the bollocks has that got to do with burying a fucking dead person? Some twat drilling a hole. It's... Yeah, and hey boss, the fridge has broken down. I said, oh no worries, just shove Edna into that cardboard box for a while and put all of our lunch break wine into the casket until the fridge repair guy gets here. And am I the only one thinking that he has the kind of look where I might not want him to be left unsupervised with some of the corpses? No, I'm sure I'm overthinking this, and he will be totally fine. It's actually the woman with the cat who I suspect may have more unconventional preferences. And I also just noticed that Jason Morrison funerals is only a very short walk away from Rodney's bouncy castles. I suppose that's handy just in case you thought that Edna's funeral could do with a light-hearted addition in the car park of the church. Bury Edna and then have a quick bounce on the bouncy castle. That's great. Right, let's see if we can land a Stuka then, shall we? Usual thing, don't really know what I'm doing, just trying to do it by feel. Got a large runway here, so that should be okay. Seems to be flying pretty good, so let's see if we can land it. Come on. Yeah, still going in a straight line. That could have been worse. Are we going to stop before we get to the end? And yes, we are. Cool. Okay. They're not the best landing ever, but yeah, I'll take that. We're the right way up. Haven't broken anything. We still have all the engines that we started the flight with, so that's an improvement on the last one. Yeah, the freeware Stuka dive bomber. Yeah, it's okay. I can't really say much more than that. Yeah, it's fine. Credit to the author, done a nice enough job, just not really a kind of thing I'm ever going to use again personally. So let's park up here, that will do. Oh, we're at Kaipara Flats, by the way. Yeah, so there's our relatively successful into Kaipara Flats in ZKF and test flight of the Stuka dive bomber. Right, I shall see you again next time. Bye.